Hi, my name's Earl, and the first Bible reading is from Genesis 14. After Abram returned from defeating Kedorlaomer and the kings allied with him, the king of Sodom came out to meet him in the valley of Shaveh, that is, the king's valley. Then Melchizedek, king of Salem, brought out bread and wine. He was priest of God Most High, and he blessed Abram, saying, "Blessed be Abram by God Most High, creator of heaven and earth, and praise be to God Most High, who delivered your enemies into your hand." Then Abram gave him 1/10 of everything. The king of Sodom said to Abram, "Give me the people and keep the goods for yourself." But Abram said to the king of Sodom, With raised hand I have sworn an oath to the Lord, God Most High, creator of heaven and earth, that I will accept nothing belonging to you, not even a thread or the strap of a sandal, so that you will never be able to say, "I made Abram rich." I will accept nothing but what my men have eaten, and then share that belongs to the men who went with me, to Aner, Eshcol, Mamre. Let them have their share. Amen.
Good morning, brothers and sisters in Christ. I'm Linda, and it's my privilege to read to you from Mark chapter 14, from verse 53. It's still remarkable to me that, just to remind you, it's not even yet a week gone by since Jesus rode into Jerusalem on the donkey, and all the crowds were cheering and singing Hosanna. And yet, so quickly we come to this. Perfect timing. They took Jesus to the high priest, and all the chief priests, the elders, and the teachers of the law came together. Peter followed him at a distance, right into the courtyard of the high priest. There he sat with the guards and warmed himself at the fire. The chief priests and the whole Sanhedrin were looking for evidence against Jesus so they could put him to death, but they did not find any. Many testified falsely against him, but their statements did not agree. Then some stood up and gave this false testimony against him. "We heard him say, 'I will destroy this temple made with human hands, and in 3 days will build another not made with hands.' Yet even then their testimony did not agree. Then the high priest stood up before them and asked Jesus, 'Are you not going to answer? What is this testimony that these men are bringing against you?' But Jesus remained silent and gave no answer. Again the high priest asked him, 'Are you the Messiah, the Son of the Blessed One?' 'I am,' said Jesus, 'and you will see the Son of Man sitting at the right hand of the Mighty One and coming on the clouds of heaven.' The high priest tore his clothes. 'Why do we need any more witnesses?' he asked. 'You have heard the blasphemy. What do you think?' They all condemned him as worthy of death. Then some began to spit at him. They blindfolded him, struck him with their fists and said, "Prophesy." And the guards took him and beat him. While Peter was below in the courtyard, one of the servant girls of the high priest came by. When she saw Peter warming herself, she looked closely at him. "You were also with the Nazarene, Jesus," she said, but he denied it. "I don't know or understand what you're talking about," he said, and went out into the entryway. When the servant girl saw him in there, she said again to those standing around, "This fellow is one of them." Again he denied it. After a little while, those standing near said to Peter, "Surely you are one of them, for you are a Galilean." He began to call down curses, and he swore to them, "I don't know this man you're talking about." Immediately the rooster crowed the second time. Then Peter remembered the word Jesus had spoken to him. "Before the rooster crows twice, you will disown me 3 times." And he broke down and wept.
Well, we're continuing in our series on the Passion as we head towards Easter. What is the Passion? It's the cost that Jesus was willing to endure to save us for God's glory. So let's pray that we'd hear him speak to us today. Show us your ways, Lord. Teach us your paths. Guide us in your truth and teach us. For you are God, our Saviour, and our hope is in you. Remember, Lord, your great mercy and love, but do not remember our sins and rebellious ways. According to your love, remember us, for you, Lord, are good. Amen. I love courtroom dramas. TVs, movies especially, and I kind of think I'm not the only one. I'm pretty confident they're pretty popular. Maybe you've got a few favourites. Some of the, on a list on IMDb, the number 1 courtroom drama was 12 Angry Men. Hands up if you've seen it. Doesn't matter which version, old or new. Man, you guys have got to see this movie. What about To Kill a Mockingbird? Who's kind of seen, read? Okay, all right. My personal favourite, probably because I was alive, was A Few Good Men. Hands up if you've seen A Few Good Men. All right, come on. Don't you just love that moment? It's all been building, and he says, "You can't handle the truth." It's awesome, right? Because I think it taps into that part of us in our soul that longs for justice, longs to see justice fought for, which is happening in that room, and we're all caught up in the drama of it. We want to see the innocent proven guilty and the guilty punished. Which is why this trial just feels so wrong. Because justice is not being fought for, it's being squashed. And the innocent will go on to be punished for the guilty. There's a truth that we need to grab hold of as we look at the trial of faith that we're seeing here. And it's a truth, to be honest, that might be hard for you to handle, to take on board. But this is it. The judge of the world was judged by the world to save sinners. The judge of the world was judged by the world in order to save sinners. Jesus, we know, as we've been working through Mark's account of Jesus' life, but particularly last week, we saw that soul anguish as he was brought to his knees with that experience, that glimpse of the wrath of God that he would take on the very next day on the cross. And that he willingly chose to endure that out of love for us. Shortly after that, it's around midnight, he is then betrayed by Judas, with a kiss no less, and he is arrested and then brought. And in this night, as as you kind of track the movements, he's brought from one place to another place, and this trial is taking place. In fact, what I want us to see today is there's actually two trials happening in the trial of faith. There's Jesus' trial and there's Peter's trial. They are both on trial, if you like. Let's have a look at Jesus on trial. In Australia, we would call this a kangaroo court. Justice has been jumped and a verdict has already been determined before the trial has even begun. In fact, as we work our way through Mark's account, he's been telling us actually when Jesus has interacted with religious leaders, usually at the end when Jesus has kind of slammed them down and they've got nothing to say, we're told they're beginning to plot to kill him, or they are determined, or Judas has now agreed. And we see this plot develop. They want him dead, and now they've finally got him in their courtroom. There's no doubt about the verdict. As we read in verse 55, the chief priests and the whole Sanhedrin were looking for evidence against Jesus so that they might find justice and declare truth. No! Have a look, so that they could put him to death. That's the purpose. But they did not find any. What follows actually in this trial is such a mix-up of lies. They can't get anything kind of put on Jesus. You could laugh if it wasn't so tragic. They just can't get the job done. And so we read in verse 61, and the high priest asks Jesus now, it's almost like he's begging Jesus, please dig your own grave. Help us out here. We just can't get it together. Couldn't organise a chook raffle. So please, are you the Christ, the Son of the Blessed One? Now make no doubt about it, this is a massively loaded question. The Christ, another word for that is Messiah, or what it means really is that it's God's promised king or ruler, but it's bigger than that. Because rulers come and go. This Christ, this Messiah, is the one that the very Spirit of God would anoint, would come upon. He would be God's chosen king to serve in his kingdom. He is the Son of God. There's another way of talking about just how intimate that relationship is between the king. It's as if he is the Son of God. But did you notice the way that he says the Blessed One? Even now, because the Jews refused to say or use God's name, because they didn't want to dishonor him with their lips. Such hypocrisy. They are throwing away justice. They are going to kill this one who has clearly been sent from God, given the things that Jesus has done. And they want to kill him, but we can't say God's name. Well, surprisingly, Jesus answers. It's surprising because so far in the trial, despite what they said, unlike you or I, he hasn't jumped in to say, you're a pack of liars, this isn't true. He just remains silent. But also, it's surprising because this has come up before. And Jesus has not addressed this question. But now he does. Verse 62, I really would encourage you to read it because we're going to sit in it a little bit. Remember, are you the Christ? He says, I am, Jesus said. And you will see the Son of Man sitting at the right hand of the Mighty One and coming on the clouds of heaven. What an answer. What Jesus has done is he's joined two passages from the Old Testament. Two well-known, two hugely significant passages that all Jews would know. Psalm 110 and Daniel chapter 7. They have been, as a people, longing for the person that is mentioned in those two psalms. Because in it we see one who is going to be God's King, Christ Messiah, but it's even more than that. It is also the one who will judge. God will judge his enemies through this king. And so that's what he's saying. You're going to see me. You're going to see me sitting at the right hand of the Mighty One. Psalm 110. But this is not just a way of talking about he's going to be a standout human king. It actually is talking about if he's sitting at the right hand of God. It's as if he is claiming divinity, claiming to be God. Which is why he then has the right to judge at God's right hand. In fact, in verse 6 of Psalm 110, it says, he will judge nations, heaping up the dead and crushing the rulers of the whole earth. Here's the one God is going to send to judge. But we also have Daniel 7. That's what Jesus is talking about when he says the Son of Man coming on the clouds. Daniel 7, it's worth a read. Both of these passages are. It's an incredible courtroom scene. The great enemies of God are pictured like beasts, and then the throne of the Ancient One is set down like a judge's seat, and it's the heavenly courtroom. And judgment is going to fall. And into this image, we have this Son of Man. Jesus deliberately picks up that title. And the description in Daniel chapter 7, verse 14, it's up on the screen here. He was given authority, glory, and sovereign power. All nations and peoples of every language worshipped him. Like God. His dominion is an everlasting dominion that will not pass away, and his kingdom is one that will never end. He is a forever king of a forever kingdom. Why? He has the power and position to judge the world. He comes on the clouds of heaven. That's a way of talking about the glory of God. And all of this is going to begin to be fulfilled the moment Jesus rises from the dead and then 40 days later ascends into heaven, where he is seated at the right hand of God. In a sense, when he says you will see, the fact that they are there, they are hearing the reports of Jesus' resurrection. They could go and see him. That's the beginning of the fulfillment of this, until he returns as the judge. You see, this is what Peter, in the book of Acts, in one of his sermons in Acts chapter 17, he actually draws that connection between the resurrection and Jesus as judge. Verse 31, he says, "For God has set a day when he will judge the world with justice by the man he has appointed. He has given proof of this to everyone by raising him from the dead." Jesus is saying to them, now you see me as weak and seemingly powerless. But there will be a day where you will see me coming as your judge. And you'll be judged not only for your rebellion against God, but you'll be judged because you were warned. You heard me tell you who I am. Now they get what Jesus is claiming immediately. They are enraged, they are horrified. A riot ensues. There's kind of no more pretending anymore that this is a proper trial. They began to spit at him. They blindfolded him, struck him with their fists, and said, "Prophesy." There's their real hearts being revealed. And the guards took him and beat him. And the next step is to seek Jesus' death from the Romans. We're seeing the world judge the judge of the world. It's an incredible moment. It's this willful rejection of Jesus and his claims of who he is. And it is this weird reversal where the world judges the judge of the world, but at the same time they're on trial. It's the beginning of their trial. They're bearing witness against themselves that they are refusing to have faith in the one that God has appointed the judge of the living and the dead. And so the question for us today is, are you putting Jesus on trial? Have you got your accusations against him that you have come up with? A stacked court. Things he didn't do for you, or your expectations of him, or just condemning of him. Have you become the judge, jury, and executioner for Jesus? Well, Jesus is warning everyone, anyone who would judge him, that there are eternal consequences. Because it's Jesus, though, we also know why he is allowing the world to judge him. He is taking that judgment for us. So there is hope. There is the way of salvation for those who will recognize what they're doing against Jesus and will turn away from it. I think the reason why we are drawn into this scene, it's not just, oh, that's how it all happened. It's actually so that we can see what's going on. And importantly, we see that before the cross, Jesus is not only going to be a saviour. That is so true, and that's what we celebrate at Easter. But he is also the one who will judge his enemies. Don't make that mistake of thinking he is not God's appointed judge of the living and the dead. That's who he is. It may not be how you normally think about Jesus, but that's what he claims to be in this trial. Last Friday I was out with the running group that I go with on Friday mornings, and God opened the door for the most wonderful gospel conversation with the guys we were running along. It was so good, and he's talking about how he had left his faith, his church, and he'd come to the conclusion that Sunday schools like ours should teach all the different religions. Anyway, we continue to have a great chat, but I was reflecting on it in light of this passage. This is why we can't do that. Because Jesus, in his trial, is showing us only Jesus is the one who will judge the world. There is no other. This is what we're meant to see when Jesus is put on trial. Well, let's have a look at Peter on trial. At the mention of Peter, verse 54, people have followed him at a distance. We might have held out some hope. Peter's come back after they all ran away. Maybe Jesus isn't going to be alone. I mean, earlier when Jesus had said to them all, you're all going to leave me, Peter had been the one who'd claimed, even after I have to die with you, I will never disown you. If you want to go back to 1431. But let's face it, as we look at this moment, that hope is swallowed up in the darkness. Make no mistake, it is a dark, dark time. But we need to look at Peter. Because Jesus has predicted that very night. Before the rooster crows twice, he will disown him 3 times. Looked him in the eye, said, Peter, you will disown me. Peter's trial has so much to teach us. But particularly, I think, that any follower of Jesus can fall. This is not a time to kind of pile on Peter, put him down. No, it's actually a time for us to learn that any follower of Jesus can fall. Peter, let's face it, he's the one that's called by Jesus personally. He's the one who was commended by Jesus. He is the one who was of the 3 closest to Jesus. If he can fall, anyone can. And we need to see how it all started. How small it all started in this trial. It was a servant girl who asked him a question. Just an ordinary question. It wasn't the high priest under interrogation. It wasn't the result of soldiers beating him. No, a young girl just asked him a question. You also were with the Nazarene Jesus, she said. Such a small thing began it all. 68, he denied it. I don't understand what you're talking about. And he went away into the entryway 2 more times. In fact, getting worse and worse. I don't even know this man you speak of. A simple question was enough to overthrow Peter's faith. We need to know and understand what's going on here. See that small temptations can lead to great falls, can't they? How does this all come about? Well, he's playing with fire at the end of the day. I used to play with fire a lot when I was a kid. Started off with matches. Then that got boring, even flicking them out my window. And then I started having little fires in the backyard. But I got busted because it would seem, so I came up with a genius plan of having fires underneath our house. Awesome! That wasn't exciting enough, so then I started stealing petrol out of the mower and putting it in the incinerator. You see, small things just get bigger and more dangerous. Why am I pointing that out to you? It's because Peter actually put himself in the path of temptation. That's what we need to see. Peter put himself in the path of temptation. Jesus warned him. You're all going to fall away. I won't. He doubles down. Even when Jesus told him, you're going to disown me, he said, no, I won't do it. Jesus said to him, in the garden, you've got to watch and you've got to pray. You don't have the strength to deal with this. You need to be prepared for what is about to come. And they just slept through the whole thing. Peter was stubborn and he trusted in his own strength. I will. And so he didn't watch and he didn't pray. We see this journey of Peter in this trial. He goes from being this confident and courageous follower to being broken and weeping because of what he's done. And I think we can all relate to it. Verse 72, immediately the rooster crowed that second time, and then Peter remembered the words Jesus had spoken to him. Before the rooster crows twice, you will disown me 3 times. Isn't it so often the case that when we've done the very thing we knew we shouldn't, that's when we remember it, we're convicted, we're grieved, and he broke down anyway. Peter was in danger, not only because of his stubbornness and he was doing it in his own strength, but because he was at a distance from Jesus. We heard that right at the very beginning of this, before Jesus was even put on trial. Little phrase that means so much. He was at a distance from Jesus. That's what made him vulnerable. For Christians, it's rare to stop at just one sin or failing, isn't it? Because we turn down the volume on our conscience. We turn down the volume on listening to Jesus and his word. But we don't wake up deciding I'm going to disown Jesus today. Peter definitely didn't. Look how he was right just before this. I'd rather die. No, it's this distance, this ever-widening distance from Jesus. Maybe hanging around, but not close. So we are vulnerable to these temptations that lead to a fall. And as I said, they start small, but then it just is bigger and bigger. See, sin is like a leech. Again, on Friday, I got a leech. You can see it there on my leg. Pretty gross. And what happened was, I did the run, and I didn't even know that I had a leech on me. So then I sat in a cafe for 30 minutes, hanging out with the rest of the runners. And then I got home, and when I was taking my shoes off, and that's exactly what temptation and sin does. They attach, and they just suck the life out of you while you're doing your other things at distance from Jesus. Because when we're close to Jesus, he is the one who keeps pointing out the temptation and the sin. Only he is the one who can get it off. He's the salt that I used. Tim, we probably should go to the next image. Don't want anybody getting freaked out. We've got to learn from Peter. We've got to learn from him when our own trial of faith comes. And the reality is there's many of them. It's not just once. How do we stay close to Jesus? so important so that we are, firstly, never ashamed of Jesus. In fact, Jesus warned his followers about this way back in Mark chapter 8, verse 38. If anyone is ashamed of me and my words in this adulterous and sinful generation, the Son of Man will be ashamed of him when he comes in his Father's glory with the holy angels. See, even there, Jesus got this picture of coming on the cloud in judgment. It's a warning. Do not live a life ashamed of Jesus. It's not one-off moments, but a life of denial. And that can be outright, but more often than not, it's silence. Maybe here we'll talk about it, but out in the world, it's a secret. And we're staying safe, but we're being ashamed. We don't want to do that. And so the thing we need to do is keep close to Jesus. The wonderful thing about this, though, is even as we fail and fall, we can be restored by Jesus. That's exactly what we see. When Jesus is risen from the dead and the women arrive at the tomb, it's as if Jesus made sure that the angels would say to the women, tell the disciples and Peter, he is specifically mentioned by name, that I'm going ahead. I'm going to meet you. He is to come. Jesus is inviting him. And then later in John's account of Jesus' life, there's this wonderful scene where Jesus puts on a barbecue brekkie and Peter's there. And Jesus says to Peter, Peter, do you love me? Oh, the grief that he must have felt at that moment, and mind flashing back to this scene that we've talked about. And he says, yes, I do. And Jesus wonderfully says, well, feed my sheep. And in fact, 3 times Jesus asks him. And Peter's almost just overwhelmed at the end, but the reason for the 3 times is so that it's almost like it's taking back the 3 times he denied Jesus. And he's restored not only in relationship, but in his role within the leadership. Can you believe that? After all that he's done, he is restored back to that privilege. And that's exactly what Jesus can do, will do for us. When we are ashamed, when we fall into temptation, Jesus has taken that judgment so that when we do turn back, when we repent, like Peter, we will be restored by Jesus. I think the final thing to learn is that pain has a purpose. This is not just a tough time for Peter. No, Peter is humbled here so that he understands his limitations and he won't put his trust in his own strength, and he won't be so stubborn. And boy, don't we all need that. But it's also that he will then be gracious with others when they fall. And so he'll be a better church leader. Our pain has a purpose. Often to humble us so that we will watch and pray. That we will draw close to Jesus again. Not letting the small temptations build to falling. I know I've done it. I've got wrapped up concerned with what others will think about me. In fact, the week before, when I was sitting at the cafe after we'd done a run, I had an opportunity just to say one sentence. And I got caught up in my head and I didn't speak of God in that moment. And as I walked back to my house, I was like, what was I doing? And so I repented. I acknowledged that with Jesus and I said I was sorry. And what does he do the very next week? He gives me this wide open door for this awesome gospel conversation with this other person. Pain has its purpose. In this trial of faith that we've borne witness to today, we see this truth. The truth that we need to take hold of that the judge of the world was judged by the world to save sinners. We've got a minute now to reflect, to think about how God has spoken to you, perhaps maybe in either Jesus' trial or Peter's trial. Talk to him about it. Pray.